Giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And a sincere shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. This is a really quick video. You can tell by the title, man, and what I'm going into. Esau is getting a freed, man. And I might get flagged. This video may get flagged, by me saying the stuff I want to say in this. Or even just by the title. All right, because a lot of times you can't even say Esau anymore, and that's pretty much my main point of this video. Esau is so afraid. He's afraid. The so-called white man is very afraid. I'm seeing video after video on this situation with Irving and Ye or Ye or whatever you want to call him. Kanye or whoever. And several others. There's several others other than them that are talking about this stuff, man. That are talking about the Hebrew Israelites. If see, there's a thing, or supposed to be a thing called and this is what they made up. There's supposed to be a thing called freedom of speech. Like I said, something they made up, right? So all of a sudden, you talk about the Hebrew Israelites, or you talk about we're the real, we're the real. So-called we're the people of God, right? We're the people of the Most High. Now it's a problem. Now people these celebrities are getting canceled, and their their product worth is going down and stuff like that. If these people who call themselves the people of God, the small-headed cheap suits, all right. If these people were that confident that they were the real people of God, why are they pushing out anti-Semitic? And there should be Shemitic. I don't know who the fuck Sim is. It's got a SIM card in my phone, sure, right? But I don't know who the hell Sim is. I know who Shem is. I know who Shem is, right? But it should be some. See, here's the thing, man. They call themselves Israeli. They say, ish, Jewish, right? They can't even call them what they call a Semitic, right? They can't even say, they can't pronounce anything right the way it should be pronounced. And you know what that comes from? That's the Lord putting the spirit on them not to even come close to even being the Lord's chosen people. Look, they over there having, fucking naked parades and stuff, man. You're telling me they the people of God? They got a book where they can mess with little boys and shit, man. You telling me they the people of God? Come on, man. Like I said, this is a very raw video going into this. And, if the Lord decides that this video gets flagged, so let it be. It's of the Lord. All right? It's of the Lord. Whoever seen it. Whatever. The point is, Esau is very, very afraid. Because that means they're not confident, in themselves being the real people of God. They are afraid of us waking up. They read the Bible. They know how Israelites are, right? You will have people like Charleston White, that'll still continue to say, I'm a nigga, I'm this and I'm that. Here's the thing with him, though. He's out talking shit. I ain't no Hebrew Israelite. My grandmother will curse you and me out. Whoever. I don't give a goddamn what your old ass grandmother got to say. Look, I care about what the Lord has to say, not your old crusty ass grandma. Okay, Charleston White, or your crusty ass either, man. All right. Here's the thing with him. He sat up there on an interview not too long ago complaining about how kids don't know how to read or nothing like that, man. He's the same one that sits up there complaining about kids. Them niggas like that be the same ones complaining about how black people this and black people that. Yeah, I'm down for killing white. No, you're not. Because you defending them. Right? No, you're not. You defending them. Right? So y'all the same ones that be complaining. So this is going to arouse them up as well, man. Because while these celebrities are talking about this, now it's starting to disrupt things, and now we're getting ready to start. Now we're pretty much the main target, right? So that's going to arouse a lot of people up, man. It's gonna make a lot of people hate us, man. And you know what? The why the Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI for it, man. Yeah, now y'all getting out your goddamn comfort zone, man. You know? Now y'all getting out that comfort zone. Now, this place is falling. All right? This place is falling fast now, man. You can see it. Every time I go out, man, it's a dead ass animal on the side of the road, man. I don't want to keep seeing this bullshit, man. I don't like seeing our women over us like this, man. I don't like seeing our young men like this, or our men in general like this. I don't like seeing our women like this. You know? I don't like none of this shit. I don't like living like this, man. You know? But you people do. And this is what Esau is afraid of, man. Us waking up, coming back to our heritage. This is why you see the people getting, celebrities getting canceled. They pushing out feminism real hard. They pushing out the niggas real hard, as far as this niggardly vibration and shit, right? This is why they're doing what they're doing, because they're afraid, all right? They're afraid, and they know what the hell the deal is next, man. They know this stuff, man. All right, Daniel chapter 12, verse 4, and I only got like a couple of scriptures. That's kind of why, it's just, going on a little bit in the beginning of the video. Sometimes I do that. Most of the time I do that probably. I don't know, it's just the spirit, man. I just go with it. Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words of the book. All right, so shut up the words and seal the book. That's what I meant to say. It says, even the time of the end. All right, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. To shut up the words and seal the book. The book is the Bible. All right. Is that actually a seal on it? No. I'm talking about like a physical seal on it. No, but it's a spiritual. It's a mental seal on it. This is why you have people that sit up there. I read the Bible front to back. I go to church every Sunday. I know certain stories, but the thing is, do you apply the Bible, to to your everyday life? Do you apply it? Do you follow the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability? Probably not. You're probably going to say, well, we under grace, or no, we're not under the law. Well, by you saying that is the reason why we in this, situation we in now in this world. Because, well, we're not under the law, so we could just do whatever it is we want to do. I could sleep with my brother's wife, right? Or whoever else's wife, right? I can, change my gender. I can eat what I want to eat. I can, kill who I want to kill. Just do whatever it is you want to do. But you better not break. Well, no, killing is part, I guess. But even you can still get it. This world is so goddamn backwards. So just do what you want to do, because we're not under the law. So we could do whatever it is we want to do. Yeah, sure, no problem. Right. So knowledge is going to be increased, man. And that's what Esau is afraid of. Esau is very afraid. All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 18, it says, for in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Is that saying, now that you know these things, you're going to be walking around miserable? That's not saying that. But you are going to feel that depression, and you are going to want to get the hell up out of here. So in a way, yeah, you are going to be walking around in a form of misery, because naturally you're put here to be in misery. At the end of the day, because this is not our paradise. This is not our rest. All right, we can't rest here. The earth can't rest. So obviously we're not going to be able to rest. So like that scene in Matrix. Ignorance is bliss. So what's happening, is everybody's getting riled up now, because what's happening is you found out that you're much more than just some nigga that could just shoot a ball in a hoop. All right? Or throw a ball across the goddamn field and shit, man. You figured out you more than that. You figured out you unlocked part of, your history before 1619 or 1618, whatever, between them. All right, before the 1600s, pretty much. All right, you unlock that part of history, right? You unlock the fact that, or somewhat unlock the fact that, damn, man, I'm actually somebody special. I ain't just some ignorant ass nigga like Charleston White wants to remain as, man. I'm not just some ignorant ass nigga. Damn, I'm actually somebody special. From there, it's up to you, well, really up to the Lord whether you apply that knowledge, because it goes deeper than just that. Well, that's what a lot of people don't tell you. You know you're Israelite, now what? Right? You know you're Israelite, now what? That's a big part to do with it. But I can go up the street right now to a gas station and a bunch of niggas standing on the corner. I can ask every last one of them, y'all know y'all Israelites? Well, some of them probably may not, some of them may not even care, but a good few of them is going to say, yeah, you are right, we are Israelites. But they stand on the corner, smoking blunts. That shit don't mean nothing, It means something to a degree, but like I said, you got to apply that knowledge now. You got to take that knowledge further, all right? But knowing that you're Israelite, it increased your sorrow. See, now now they kind of realize that I ain't just some nigga that can rap. I ain't just some nigga that can shoot a ball in a hoop. I'm somebody more special. Now I'm getting canceled for it. But now what's happening? They gonna start having them apologize and shit like that because the Lord don't want them. Now the Lord uses people to do certain things like that could bring the elect much closer now. See, now it's breaking that comfort, and knowing that you're an Israelite and knowing that you're somebody special kind of gets you out that comfort zone that's set here, to because when you have this NBA and the rap and shit like that, that's all distraction. That's all to put you more in a comfort zone, but put you more in slavery. But you don't feel like you're in slavery, all right, because you're so comfortable in your slavery. All right, that's all it's doing. But once you break that, it disrupts things, because now you're disrupting spirits, right? Now it's like, man, what the fuck? Now I've been lied to. And nobody like being lied to. When you lied to about your heritage, that will mess you up, right? That will naturally make you mad. When you come into this truth, naturally you're gonna be sick of this place, man. Salakia, naturally you're gonna be sick of this place. That's just gonna come naturally, man. That's just what it is. That comes with coming into this thing and obtaining the knowledge, man. All right. So when you increase in wisdom here, in this place, like some certain things, it's almost like you wish you never knew. All right. But at the same time, when you have that knowledge, it's like, actually, though, I kind of wish I never knew it. But at the same time, I'm glad I do know it, because now I know what to look out for. But it still increases your grief, right? Like when I get with a woman, I really don't want to know how many bodies she done had. That's when it goes into ignorance is bliss. I really don't want to know that. That's why I don't even ask them. When I get with a woman, I don't ask them that. Because in my mind, I already know it's more than likely more than 50. And I'm being nice by saying that. It's more than 50. But I'd rather not know that. You know what I'm saying? I just go with it, and especially if she repent, she not trying to, because they're allowed to repent, but it just is what it is, certain things. But it's like, sometimes you're glad you did know it. You did know a certain thing, right? Let's go on to these last two chapters. Now you got Hosea, the 3rd chapter, which is like only 5 verses. The story of Hosea is Israel's symbolic marriage to Gomer, and cause remember he had Gomer was the unfaithful wife now, and he had children. All right, he had children. All right, and they were also symbolic to the Lord's relationship to Israel. All right, unfaithful, not merciful, One of them is not my people. One of them said no mercy. So we're acting as the heathen. We're not acting as the Lord's people, right? But then the 3rd chapter, Hosea 3, Hosea's second symbolic marriage. All right, let's read. Verse 1, it says, "Then said the Lord unto me, Go yet, love a woman, beloved of her friend, yet an adulteress, all right, according to the love of the Lord toward the children of Israel, who took to other gods and loved flagons of wine." All right. So I brought her. So I bought her to me for 15 pieces of silver and for an homer of barley. All right, and a half homer of barley. All right. And I said unto her, Thou shalt abide for me many days. All right. Thou shalt not play the harlot, and thou shalt not be for another man. So will I also be for thee. All right. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without a teraphim. All right. Afterward shall the children, now this is again, this is you can equate this to like the second coming. You can equate this to what's happening today. Even us, me even sitting here doing these videos, man. You know, us doing these videos. All right. This is what's happening today. Verse 5. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their power, and David their king, right? Because the kingdom is going to be established on earth under who? King David. All right, or the house of David, right? And shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. We are in those latter days right now. When you read Baruch, the second chapter towards the end, I believe it starts at about maybe 30. We're going to start remembering the Lord in the land of our captivities. This is what we're doing now. So every time we say Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, right? That's us remembering the Lord. That's us praising the Lord, man. All right. That's us returning from our stiff-necked ways. This proves that we're in the latter days. Because remember, it was hidden from us for a while. Now, look how much pushed out there it is now. Right? Look how much pushed out there it is. Now, the big talk is, I heard neighbors talking about that. Now, everybody's talking about it now, man. Now, that's either going to make people hate us more, or that's going to make people come closer to us. All right? Either way, it's stirring a lot of shit up. It's stirring a whole lot of shit up. And you could expect to see more brothers coming to these camps. Expect more brothers to start popping up because shit is getting real. Shit is getting real now, man. All right? This right here, this verse 5 is exactly what Esau is fearing, man. That right there is exactly what Esau is fearing. They don't want that. They want us to continue to be niggas. They want us to continue to be Charleston whites. All right? They want to continue for us to be that way, man. Just go with the flow. Just be ignorant. Just, you know, be lost in entertainment. Look, man. I mean, anybody in their right mind will look at today's society and be like, man, this ain't right. I gotta find some answers. You know, you can't keep going on like nothing is happening. You can't do that, right? And that's what Charleston, these people, Charleston whites are trying to do, man. They're trying to continue to go on the way things used to be, and it's not going that way, man. This is what's going to stir a lot of people up. It's going to make people either come closer to us or hate us more, right? The people that are going to hate us is the people that want to continue to try to save the system, man. They want to continue to stay here, and it's not going to happen. There is nothing you can do about that. Jacob's trouble is coming. Jacob's trouble is pretty much here. You can't pretend like this shit is not going on, man. All around the world, hell, right in front of you. Gas prices, there's a reason for that, man. Food prices, there's a reason for that right now, man. Right? There's a reason why everything is so goddamn high right now. Because the value of the dollar is crashing. What happens when it stops? What happens when that clock stops? That debt clock stops? What happens when that shit all stops? You can't pretend like this shit don't exist, man. You can't pretend like it don't exist, man. You know? And again, man, the people that know this shit is existing and is acknowledging that this shit is existing, all right, is exactly what Esau fears, all right? Us coming to the realization that we're the Lord's chosen people, this is what Esau fears, man. All right? And we telling it boldly over the internet, man. We know y'all review these videos. This is how you flag them. We know y'all review these videos. You know every last word we saying, man. You know where we live at. You know what we do. You know what the hell we look like, man. Our camp specifically was on that goddamn Southern Poverty list or whatever the hell that bullshit was, or not. I don't know. I don't think that was Southern Poverty. It was a list here, that had a list of groups specifically, and our camp specifically. This was like a couple years ago. Our camp specifically was up. Was one of the first ones mentioning, man. It had our channel name, man. Right? It had our channel name. Right? That was what it was. They said the extremist groups in Baltimore or something like that. And our camp, our channel name, it's the old channel. I'm not sure if it's still up or not. It's the old camp channel, and it had our channel name, man. So they watch it, y'all watching, man. Y'all watching, and we telling it like it is. Thus saith the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. You fucking Edomites, man. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. Flag this video. Look, if this video get flagged, it's not up. It wasn't y'all. It was the Lord. It was y'all through the Lord, pretty much. I don't give y'all credit for really nothing. I give you credit for being the devil, but you really don't get no credit for that either. Anyway, let's get another, the last one. We're telling it like it is, man. Thus saith the Lord Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You Edomites, y'all got a lot to pay for. Yeah, we want, cause the thing is, man, y'all allowed to do it. Y'all allowed to say, we will not stop, we will not rest until justice is served and shit like that if another country bomb your shit. Y'all allowed to do it. So how come we not allowed to say nothing? How come we not allowed to say, we will not rest until you devils is under our feet, man? Until our foot is on your fucking necks, man. All right? How come we not allowed to say that? How come we get our videos flagged for saying that stuff? How come we don't get the freedom of speech saying it's anti-Semitic? Look, if freedom of speech was really a thing, how come anti-Semitic is even mentioned? You said you're allowed to say what you want to say. YouTube literally on the it's an email they brothers know. I'm sure everybody know there's an email that they say that they send all the time, right? We feel, YouTube is a place to express yourself, but this goes against our guidelines. Huh? What? Wait a minute. You just told me that YouTube is a place to express yourself, yet this goes against our guidelines. Huh. That doesn't make any sense to me. What goes against your guidelines that I said? It shouldn't have been nothing. If I said YouTube is trash, well, I think YouTube is trash. You telling me I don't have freedom of speech no more? Something y'all made up, mind you. You made it up. I didn't make it up. You did. Y'all make up these laws. All of a sudden now it's a problem. Now that we're waking up, now it's a problem. Well, wait a minute. Everybody, the brother just sent something out talking about Irving. All right. Right. Now all of a sudden there's a problem. Now all celebrities are under pressure now. Why? Why? Freedom of speech. Obadiah chapter 1 verse, well, obviously it's only one chapter. Obadiah verse 17. And I'm going to close out on this one. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness. All right. And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Right. So the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. Our women, our gold, power, everything, man. All right. Land, you name it. It says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau, this is what Esau is afraid of, the house of Esau for a stubble. Look, man, I have been seeing more and more and more of these so-called UFOs out there. Obviously they're chariots, but these so-called UFOs, man, I've been seeing more and more and more of them, man. And there's one that hovers right over our house, man, every single night. And it just hovers there and it sits there in the same exact spot. And it's super, super, super bright. The same spot, man. It may move here and there. All right, but when you look at it, even when you look at it for a while, all you gotta do is just really focus on it. You can see it moving. Now, when you put your phone on it and you zoom in on it, you really see the thing moving, and it just kind of it kind of moves in the same spot around um around that this it's like a really small area, but primarily it'll just sit there every single night. Now it was I saw one. It was 2 nights ago, and I mentioned it on a video. I saw one, and it was really fast, and it darted, and it was really bright, and it was close too. It darted, and as soon as I looked at it, it had dimmed down and disappeared. A neighbor saw it, and the elder said that same night when because he had to go back out, that same night, he saw about three of them. Right, he saw about three of them. Right, and it was moving in sync. Okay, it was all moving, in unison, right along with each other. Three of them in a row. I think he said one of them had like a pinkish tint to it. You know, same night. Last night, I believe I saw one again. Right. So things is really stirring up, and the thing about Esau, man, he knows those so-called UFOs are the Lord's chariots, man. He knows, and he knows that they're looking down on this bitch, ready to destroy. He knows that those are our brothers sitting up in there, man. They are our brothers sitting up in there, man. Every time you see them bright ass chariots, man, you better know that's your brother. That's your brother sitting up in there. Yeah, man, ready to take this bitch down. Watching you, watching everybody, right? And Esau knows that, and he absolutely hates it. And I'm glad he does. I'm glad he does. The madder Esau gets, the happier I get, right? The more he keep putting pressure on these celebrities, all right, because of his anger and his rage, the happier I get. Because now we know, finally, Esau, this fucking devil's afraid, man. He's very afraid about finally the YAHAWAH BAHASHAM. Right? Yeah, hell get ready to get put on us. But man, look, I ain't worried about that, man. The Lord will have things that he wants to happen to us. Is this whatever happens to us is whatever happens to us. The prophets have all been through it. Everybody that believed in the Lord before been through it. They all been through it. Right? They all been through it. Okay? Esau is going to be for a stubble. All right? I'm continuing on right here. All right? Continuing on right here. It says, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. All right? And there shall not be any remaining, all right, of the house of Esau, for the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI have spoken it. All right, the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI have spoken it. The thing that we tell you people all the time, when you come up to us at camp, and stuff like that, I want to hear what you have to say. No, you don't want to hear what we got to say, because we're not going to tell you what we got to say. All right, so don't come up to us with that bullshit. Well, we're not going to tell you what we got to say. If you want to hear what I got to say, well, I'll immediately just tell you to go up the street. All right, but that don't even matter. It don't matter what I got to say, right? You're going to hear what the Bible has to say. When you come up to us, any of us, right? You're going to hear what the Bible has to say. You're not going to hear what we got to say. Everything that we say out there, especially, everything we say, especially out there in the at camp, is what the Bible has to say. If you can't accept it, well, now I'm going to say, take your bitch ass on down the street. Which that's the Lord, that could be the Lord saying that, man. Man, you dumbass nigga, man. Take your bitch ass on down the street. And just wait for me to, send my son and you'll be missile food. You'll come back. Anyway, giving all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Shalom.